Hello and welcome to day 9. We are focusing this week on more of God in our relationships, and today we're focusing in on healing in our relationships. Here's our verses from the Bible. The first is from Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 27. It says this: I am the Lord, the God of all the peoples of the world. Is anything too hard for me? And the next one is from Mark 10, verse 27. Jesus looked at them intently and said, humanly speaking, it is impossible, but not with God. Everything is possible with God. All of us need healing in our relationships. Maybe it's your marriage, or a sibling relationship, or a parent-child relationship, a colleague, a neighbour, your in-laws, or some distant family, or maybe even someone in church. We need healing in all different areas. Maybe it's strife or bitterness or tension or anger or hurt or a misunderstanding. Sometimes it could be something serious like trauma or pain or abuse. Now, I believe in the name of Jesus that every relationship can experience healing. The battle is already won, and we're praying in Jesus' name, the same name that is above every other power and authority. And the verses today remind me that however impossible our broken or painful relationships might be right now, healing is not beyond the power of our God. And when I need reminding that God heals relationships, I think of the story of Joseph in the Old Testament. He went from being the favoured son to being a slave because his brothers hated him and sold him. And after a whirlwind series of events in Egypt, he ends up second in command there for the whole country. And that sets up the story for the return of his brothers into his life, the same brothers who wanted to kill him but settled on selling him into slavery instead. And then he comes face to face with them and he does 3 things. And these are 3 areas we need to pray into for our broken and strained relationships today, trusting in the power of God. The first one is forgiveness. We did this yesterday. But healing always starts with forgiveness and recognizing that we have no right to judge. That's God's right alone. Number 2, reconciliation, praying for reconciliation. When both sides come together and they're honest about the issue, that's where reconciliation can begin. And finally, the third thing to pray for is restoration. It's having the faith to believe that dead relationships can come back to life. And you see this in Joseph's story, you see this throughout the Bible, and you see this in our lives. Just remember, nothing is impossible with God.